Copy. My Christian name is Cody Hall. My Lakota name is Tatanka Chikala, Little Buffalo. And I thank you guys so much for your support. We need to trend this big time of these actions that our indigenous people are taking on. You know, I'm going to speak on the Dakota Access Pipeline because it's affecting us. People say, hey, you know, it's a native issue. It's more than just that. It's a humanity issue. We just happen to be on the front lines on this fight. You look at all the wars that we as Indian people, as indigenous people, as in my lands, the Lakota, we defeated the U.S. government when we took down the 7th Cavalry. And that still leaves a sour taste in the government. So when we are taking this action to defend our land and our water, they get intimidated and they get scared. So now the governor of North Dakota is saying, we are going to make a military presence. He's asking of that when he declared a state of emergency last week. What that is to demand federal funds, so that in a script when he made a press conference, he put in there about how they're asking for law enforcement, but securities. So when I asked his office, what defines securities? What does that mean? Because I'm going to tell you what it means from a Lakota's perspective. You're going to ask for the military. Why are you asking for a military presence when it's peaceful protectors at this camp doing what we have always done, is protect our people and our way of life? So me coming out here to help spread the word with the rest of my indigenous friends and relatives here, because we've been sharing everything on social media for months and months leading up to this. Mother Earth made a call years ago, and she asked for the protection because she knew that this was coming. And we heard that in ceremony. Now when a grandmother is asking for help, that's in us to not turn that away. And that's in you guys. She made that call. You guys heard it down here. And you guys, with that vibe, with every vibe in your presence of your body, take note of that. Because she provides the first medicine on this earth, which is water. Water is sacred to us. Water is sacred to everybody. And so you guys to be right here as I, if you want to speak to me afterwards later on, I mean, really, it's what is happening up there is monumental. It's a once in a lifetime thing going on. I'll never see this in my lifetime after this. 80 plus tribal nations gathered, and there's still more coming. And our non-native allies standing with us from around the world. Before I left, we had people from England show up that just said, you know what, hey, I follow issues about Indian people, and I just want to take a stand because I need to be a part of this. We had brothers and sisters from South America show up that saw what was happening. Everybody from everywhere is taking part in this monumental thing. And we actually have the power to take down this conglomerate of energy, the energy companies and the oil companies. Nobody wanted to take that on. But we as indigenous people, we as Lakota people said, we're going to take it on, and we're going to make sure that this pipeline dies. And when that was told from our camp, people were kind of like, the reality of it is really, you're up against a huge wall. But we've been that way our whole life. When they tried to exterminate us, no, they didn't do it, So here we are right now, living, still here. So I ask for your support. Whether you show up in person, we will welcome you. Just let the security know as you come into camp that you are here to stand with the Red Warrior camp people in their fight, and they'll direct you to our camp in the back. And whether you cannot make it, please keep us in your prayers and find us on the Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and MeWe pages that we had created to keep that narrative, because that narrative has to come from us, the truth. Look at CNN. CNN's not going to say it, but let's keep the pressure on them. Eventually, they will break because they don't have a backbone. So I ask of you guys in that way, in a good and healthy way, please keep us in your prayers, because as we go into ceremonies and sweat and all that back home, there's a lot of people that come here at that camp that are just heavy-hearted and just hurting because of what's happening to Mother Earth. So again, I thank you guys, and from our camp to you guys, we love you so much, and thank you for your support. Thank you.